Hey guys, so I thought I'd show you a bit on my cricket breeding system I've got going. So I'll just tell you how I just care for crickets if I'm going to feed them to my animal and I'm not bothering to breed them, and then I'll show you what I do if I'm going to breed the crickets. So with any cricket setup, I like to have 2 large ventilated holes because they do need a lot of ventilation. I wouldn't recommend using something like I did here, which I use tulle. I'd recommend some kind of metal mesh, not this, because they can chew through this. I just didn't have anything else on hand. I just went kind of simple and used some duct tape. I have this nice snap-on lid, and I used these just pieces of cartons here to keep my crickets. And I also have some paper towel tubes and things and whatnot to help keep them, that they can hide in and things. So that's kind of nice. I also put a paper towel on the bottom because I need to clean this, but because it helps them have traction so they don't just slide around on the bottom, and I've had problems with that when I didn't use it, and they would just die on the bottom because they couldn't find their way around. So this is for if you're breeding them. Yes, I messed up here. It's quite obvious, but oh no. Oh no. But I'm getting crickets everywhere. Okay, this is going great. Perfect video. So this is the bin where they can lay their eggs for when you're trying to breed them, and it's just got some coconut fiber substrate inside, and I covered it with this mesh that is not going to keep them in, or out rather. So yeah, you probably want to use metal mesh there too, because they have gotten in there. As you can see, there's one more in there and 2 escaped just a minute ago. But you want to have mesh on the top so they can still lay their eggs through there, but they can't go in and eat their eggs. So I just want to get these guys out because they're not supposed to be in there. Oh wow, they're in between the 2 layers of mesh and the lid. That's great. I'll get them out in a minute. But that's what it looks like. Let's see if we can find an egg just to show you. There's a bunch right there. That's what the eggs look like. So if you need a reference, they look like little grains of rice basically, and I spray this every once in a while just to keep it moist. Other than that, there's really not much to keeping them. I keep, you can use, for water, you can use store-bought little gels, or I like to just use a wet sponge, a moist sponge. This is a little damp, but I need to moisten it. And for food, what this is just some oats, but I also have added in some feeder insect diet into there and coated the oats with that. So they seem to like that quite a bit. And there you go. That's basically how I care for my crickets. I'd say you need a decently large tub though. You don't want to overcrowd them. Oh, and with the eggs, you have, once you get eggs, what I'm doing is leaving it in there for a week, and then after I've left it in there for a week, I take it out and I incubate the eggs and put a new one of these in there with the mesh lid to incubate the eggs. I have one going right here, and I overfilled this container with the substrate, so this may not work. But you take a damp paper towel, cover half of the container, and then put a lid on it without the mesh. And you want to keep it in a warm area. So that's the eggs I'm currently incubating. So tell me if you have any suggestions on my cricket keeping, because I have not much experience. I don't have much experience. I just started this. So thanks a lot for watching this video if you did. See you next time.